Hi everyone, I hope you all. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Cardano. Once again, thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now, Cardano is having a beautiful little breakout, and if you look at it, it's identical to this retracement, isn't it? You know, that we went through just there. We came up, got overextended. We came back in this whopping wedge. Okay, and once we broke that key level resistance, like I said to you, you're going to come up and take out that high, and you come up and run into the resistance. At that point, you roll and put in another retracement. So, like I said to you in a previous video, Cardano's come up, and it's essentially just sort of flatlined, isn't it? It's sort of plateaued and sort of going sideways. So providing you can hold these key level support, look, this is your low and this is your low right here, providing you can hold this low, I would imagine Cardano is going to come up and attack these highs, which is what we want to see. Okay, and like I said to you, optimal entry points is fear, optimal entry points is fear, you know, and right down here, by fear, by blood, by depression, you know, and we come down, we put in this lower low, and boom, we're creating this beautiful V-shaped recovery at the moment. So one thing we are doing, you know, which is pretty similar to the summer correction, this particular correction was obviously drawn out, but this was really drawn out. I mean, look at the length of that. Okay, this is very, very long time from the peak way back there in September. But one thing you got to remember here, Cardano was one of the first coins to bolt out the traps, basically putting that impulsive break, and then it rolled into a deep retracement. Why things went on to put new highs, you know, and everyone's just selling the fear, but all this is accumulation essentially, just like this was accumulation to come back up and retest the highs. So for me, Cardano is a really, really strong project. I know it gets a lot of FUD and people shit on it from a great height, but it is a fantastic project, and it is breaking out whilst everything's sort of crabbing and going sideways. So it is mirroring this summer scenario basically, isn't it? We're rallying to the 55, key resistance, roll back, held a key level support, and start to V-shape. Now look at this, 55, resistance, roll back, and now you're looking at another V-shape like we did down here in the summer. So providing Cardano can do exactly what it's doing and come back up and close above the 55 on the daily, hold and back test of support, this is fantastic, you know, and I do think that potentially you're looking at a full retracement here to a normal level of resistance to break this high. And like I said to you, if you break that high, you're looking at a beautiful upside here for Cardano. So one thing I'm looking at here, if you want to get a confirmation of that this is, you know, a beautiful impulsive break to the upside, is this here, this buy and go to the beach that we put in just there in August. Once we get that and start to fall back into its support, that could be a fantastic entry point for you on Cardano to ride up the long up to this key level resistance just there, because once we break that key level resistance for Cardano, you put in a beautiful impulsive break target. Now I'm going to show you right now your key levels of resistance moving forward. I mean, you can use price action to determine your key levels of resistance. You know, look, resistance there, which is potentially where you run into. You got resistance points there, you know, where your peaks and your valleys basically. They're your resistance points. So look, these are your key levels of resistance that I do want to see broken for Cardano. Okay, you've got this dead cat bounce scenario, which is 050 fib retracement. At that point, you start to roll. Then you put in a confirmation that this scenario here is a dead cat bounce. You start to come down. You're losing the low. You're making lower highs. Sorry, you lose that key level support that you created for yourself down there at $1.07. Then that's your confirmation of a bear market right here for Cardano. Okay, and with that, you can see you're essentially coming up, dead cat bounce, losing these lows as well, and you're entering a bear market right there. So, like I said to you the whole time, this is a corrective phase of a bull market. We're looking for the retracement to validate the dead cat bounce scenario and a bear market here for Cardano before we start to tell you it's a bear market. Okay, so I know a lot of people saying Cardano is in a bear market, but it's not. It's in the corrective phase of a bull market, because you've made a high, you've made a low, you're making a higher high, and right now you retrace to the lows, holding it for the continuation of the trend. If you'd have come down here and start to lose these lows, then you're confirming that this is the bear market. Okay, so there's no bear market confirmation yet, even still. Okay, because you're retracing to these highs, coming all the way back up the stairs, retracing to these highs. If you take out that high there, you know, you're going to be in a beautiful impulsive wave target to these targets just there for Cardano. Okay, moving forward. So yeah, like I said to you, this is good. We're getting a V shape, just like we got a V shape just there, driven into the floor. Everyone was really fearful. You know, I think on the weekly time frame, if we take a look as well, we was under the 55 EMA. We're breaking above right now. We need to get the close above and get back above a weekly 20 as well. And you can say that essentially that this here is a bear trap. Essentially on the RSI as well, I think we've got a beautiful bullish divergence, because we're making lower lows in the RSI and we're making higher lows in the RSI. Sorry, lower lows in the price action, higher lows in the RSI, so which is a bullish divergence. Stock RSI is in the floor, so you're in a beautiful little position to start to ride back up and create this beautiful impulsive break to the upside. So yeah, that's Cardano. Obviously we've got key resistance above, but one thing we do need to see is get the close above the weekly 20 EMA. So if we can close the week out above 163, we are really making progress for Cardano moving forward. Good luck everybody, take care, stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned, bye bye.